Jerry Falwell Jr. is one of Trump's biggest bootlickers. He's the head of Liberty University, which is a fake school because it's ultra-fundamentalist. So he went on Fox News to praise his daddy.
Even though the GOP has the majority in Congress, many people believe there are some Republicans who are just obstructing the president's agenda.
And our next guest, well, he told the president he needs to coin a new term for them, fake Republicans. I want to make sure I got that right.
Joining us now, Liberty University President Jerry Falwell Jr. joins us live. Thank you very much for being here, sir. So you've coined a new phrase. You think the president should use it? Fake Republicans. What do you mean by that, sir?
Well, I think there's several Republicans in the Senate who pretended to be conservative Republicans to deceive their base, to deceive their voters, got elected, and they really don't share the same values. And I think if they will get out of the way and honor the values that they ran on, keep the promises that they made to their constituencies when they ran, I think Donald Trump has the potential to be the greatest president since Abraham Lincoln.
How can he?
What? What? Please stop. Please stop. You know, there's a weird kinship between Jerry Falwell Jr. and Donald Trump because, for those of you who don't know, Trump's dad was really rich, worth like $400 million. Now, Trump likes to lie and say he got a small loan. I got a small loan of $1 million to do my first business venture from my daddy. $1 million. But that's really a lie because he's not talking about when his dad passed away and way more millions of dollars was passed on to him. So it's really misleading. It's a small loan of $1 million was given to me. So Donald Trump is a spoiled little brat. In a way, he's kind of like a Paris Hilton-ish character. And, you know, that's just no surprise to people who are actually educated on this issue and who aren't duped by his facade and his show and his veneer. I mean, the guy went bankrupt 6 times. So he's not the smartest guy. I mean, it appears pretty obvious at face value, again, to people who are willing to critically analyze, that he has a low IQ. I mean, he speaks in fucking sentence fragments. He can't even get through a full sentence. It's like, here's a fragment, cut it off. Here's another fragment, cut it off, because his mind can't follow a fucking path. So Jerry Falwell loves this guy because this is Jerry Falwell Jr. Jerry Falwell Sr. is the one who is the big Christian fundamentalist who had a big name, who was married to right-wing causes and made his name that way. So now Jerry Falwell Jr.'s remaining here, and he's like, in the shadow of his daddy. And so he feels this kinship with Donald Trump, who's also a spoiled brat. The spoiled brat and the spoiled brat love each other. So you see them bolster each other nonstop. But look at his argument here. Yeah, fake Republicans. And I love how they think they're coining these terms. Like Trump said in an interview recently with Mike Huckabee. He's like, fake. Fake is one of those terms that I've come up with, and people say it's a tremendous term. When I say fake news. What? You weren't the first one that said fake news, buddy. I mean, you said it a lot, and it caught on a lot more after you did it. But you weren't the first one to say it. In fact, it was first used to describe news that you guys pushed that was fake. So now you're taking full credit for it. Fake news. Like this guy's like, I call it fake Republicans. Yeah, Rhino has been a thing for a long time, which stands for Republican in name only. And so, like, what the fuck is with the credit? Again, it probably has something to do with the daddy issues. It's like, their dad got all the praise and the love. So they're like, no, I count too. Fake Republicans is my term. I just came up with fake Republicans. Yeah, Trump should say that. And his argument is, hey, they're not right-wing enough. The Republicans aren't right-wing enough. What the fuck does that even mean? How do you believe that? And then what you'll notice with these guys is, and you can go watch the whole interview, they very rarely have anything to say about policy. To the extent they actually believe in anything, they just believe in, like, Fox News talking points or Rush Limbaugh talking points, where they're like, you should, like, repeal Obamacare. Okay, but what do you put in its place? Well, if you just repeal Obamacare, then our healthcare system will be tremendous. He goes on to talk about the NFL and shit and disrespecting our troops. Yeah, that's what they're doing. It's like, ugh, do you think about anything, or are you just Do you literally download all the information into your head when you watch Fox News or listen to Rush Limbaugh and just regurgitate it without a single thought going through your mind? But could you imagine believing that? Well, they're fake Republicans. They're not right-wing enough. Yeah, that's the problem. And then he goes on to make the point that should have everybody's jaw on the fucking ground. He apparently really believes, hey, Trump could be the best president since Abe Lincoln. What the fuck has Trump done? What has he done? Go ahead, name the major legislation he's done. Even a legislation I would disagree with that you agree with. What is it? Crickets, I don't hear shit. You know what he's done, right? Countless executive orders. By the way, as he ripped the Obama administration for executive orders. And his argument wasn't just, hey, I disagree with the substance of Obama's executive orders. His argument was, executive orders are dictatorial and should not happen, full stop. Oh shit, now I'm president and I can't get anything through Congress? Quick, where's my pen? I'm going to sign some executive orders. And the executive orders are all preposterous. I mean, one allows coal companies to pollute the waterways more. The fuck are you doing? Another one is a goofy-ass executive order that says, for every one new regulation, we need to get rid of two. Again, governing through Fox News and Rush Limbaugh talking points. That's exactly what this is. Just signed another executive order, this one to obliterate Obamacare and draw a stake through its heart because they say, hey, now the rules and regulations don't apply because you can create your own group to negotiate with the private health insurance company. But guess what? Now there's no protection for pre-existing conditions if you go about it that way. A million more people are going to be uninsured, according to the CBO, because of his new executive orders. Another one, gut subsidies for poor people. I mean, its premiums are supposed to spike by 20%. So this is the shit that he's doing. He's fucking raising hell. He gratuitously dropped the mother of all bombs on Afghanistan. Just randomly. Hey, let's drop our biggest non-nuclear weapon and see what happens. He's escalating to war with North Korea. And you're out there talking about he's the best president since Lincoln. Now, look, I get it. And, you know, I would venture to guess that most people in my audience would agree with me that it is a fucking cadre of lesser of evilism if you look at all the presidents. You know, so I get it that most of them suck, if not all of them. But at least when you talk about relative accomplishments, dude, FDR did the New Deal. On that alone, Trump just gets his ass handed to him. LBJ did the war on poverty. Okay, what the fuck does Trump have in his name? What does he have? He's got nothing. And of course, I would argue that whatever he has accomplished are things that are draconian and backwards and terrible. I mean, getting out of the Paris Climate Agreement, that will go down as just one of the dumbest, most terrible acts in U.S. history. Not taking climate change seriously. Getting out of the Iran deal. And I don't know if they're really stupid enough to believe it, but they might be stupid enough to think like, no, now Iran is not going to get a nuke where before they would. No, you idiots. The deal makes clear that Iran was not going to get a nuke when you had the deal. When you get out of the deal, it's much more likely they do get a nuke. Because when the deal's in place, they have the IAEA go in there and inspect their nuclear sites. They're only allowed to enrich to a certain point, and that certain point is for research and for power for their power grid. They can't enrich to get a nuclear weapon, and in return, all we have to do is lift sanctions and give them back their own money. It was an awesome deal. It was a great deal. But no, they're pulling out of it. It's so fucking sad, man. He has no accomplishments. None whatsoever. And everything he has done is sending us down the wrong path. So leave it to guys like this to make points like that, and then he can't even tell you what he believes. Hey, what's your ideal policy for healthcare? Get out of Obamacare. Okay, I get it. You don't like Obamacare, but what's your ideal? Your free market? Well, Obamacare kept in place the free market. You don't know that? You don't understand that? That it makes it so you have to go to private health insurance companies to get insurance? You should love that system. That's the old Newt Gingrich plan and Chuck Grassley plan and Mitt Romney plan and fucking Richard Nixon plan. You don't like that? You just said you want free market. If a freer market is what I want. These guys can't tell you what they want because they don't know what they want, because they don't view politics through the realm of policy. They view it as a team game, and they're standard tribalists. I'm on Trump's team. I'm on the Republican team. You on the Democrats' team? He's just not smart. He's just not smart, and he had everything handed to him from his daddy, and it's clear.